not based in any truth at all. And then you want to throw out really irresponsible terms about American heroes. I did not personally see survivors, but I stand, because the thing was on fire. It was exploded and fire and smoke. You can't see anything. You got digital. This is called the fog of war. This is what you in the press don't understand.
A US Navy admiral who reportedly issued orders for the US military to fire a second time during an attack on an alleged drug boat will provide a classified briefing to top congressional lawmakers on Capitol Hill. Admiral Frank Bradley, a commander of US Special Operations Command, will be questioned on Thursday during a potentially crucial moment in the investigation into how Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth handled the military operation in international waters near Venezuela. Questions have mounted about whether the strike may have violated the law. Now lawmakers are seeking a full accounting of the strikes after a Washington Post report alleged that Bradley ordered an attack on 2 survivors on September 2nd to comply with a directive by Hegseth to kill everybody. Lawmakers will be seeking answers to key questions. What orders did Hegseth give regarding the operations, and what was the reasoning for the second strike? Legal experts have said the incident amounts to a crime if survivors were targeted. The White House has insisted the attack was lawful.
Admiral Bradley worked well within his authority and the law. He directed the engagement to ensure the boat was destroyed and the threat of narco-terrorists to the United States was completely eliminated.
Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are demanding accountability. Democrats are demanding that the Trump administration release the full video of the September 2nd attack, as well as written records of any directives by Hegseth, while Republicans have pledged a thorough review.
Lawmakers in Congress are increasingly concerned about a fatal boat strike in early September in the Caribbean Sea, in which the U.S. military reportedly killed the survivors of an alleged drug smuggling boat. Lawmakers in Congress want to know what happened when that boat was struck on September 2nd. In particular, they want to know what the U.S. military was aware of when they conducted a second strike against the boat that they had already attacked. They also want to know, did the military issue that second strike under the orders of Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, who reportedly said to kill everybody, or were the orders issued under Admiral Frank Bradley, who was in charge of the operation? U.S. Navy Admiral Frank Bradley was the commander in charge of the attack in question, and he'll be meeting with lawmakers on Thursday in Congress to discuss what happened. It will be behind closed doors and with the top-ranking members of the House Armed Services Committee and the Senate Armed Services Committee. Bradley is going to be facing some pretty pointed questions when he sits down with members of Congress. Some Democrats have alleged that a war crime occurred when the U.S. military struck the survivors of that boat. Others have said they committed murder. The Trump administration says that the U.S. military acted lawfully within the rules of armed conflict.
The thing was on fire. It was exploded and fire and smoke. You can't see anything. You got digital. This is called the fog of war.
It's unclear where this congressional inquiry is going to lead into this boat strike, but Chuck Schumer, the Senate Democratic leader, has demanded to see the video of the attack.
I don't know what they have, but whatever they have, we'd certainly release, no problem. You know, we stopped every boat we knock out, we save 25,000 American lives.
That's right.
And if you look at our numbers, the drugs coming in through sea are down 91%. I'm surprised there's 9%. You want to? I don't know who's doing the 9%, but it's down 91, and we're going to start very soon on land, and I'm sure you're thrilled to hear that.
Hay cosas importantes. En silencio tienen que ser, hasta que se den, ¿verdad? Yo tuve una llamada y conversé con el presidente de Estados Unidos, Donald Trump. Puedo decir que la conversación fue en un tono de respeto. Inclusive, puedo decir que fue cordial entre el presidente de los Estados Unidos y el presidente de Venezuela.